Alright, listen up you fucks. It's about another time for another session of the drunk, condescending, almost chef show, motherfuckers. Alright, let's get started. So, first things first, if you don't have an iron skillet, you a fuckboy. Trying to cook some steaks on some non-stick pan, you a bitch. Anyways, here we go. We got a nice, beautiful, bone-in ribeye. If it ain't 18 ounces, it's not a steak, people. I got some peeled garlic because I'm cheap like that. We're gonna use a little bit of white truffle oil because I'm not a peasant. Some extra virgin olive oil. And you can't forget about the beer and the butter, baby. Take some of this coarse sea salt right here. This is about 1 inch thick. So we're gonna salt the steak, right? This is gonna help tenderize and pull out the moisture of the steak, making it way more tender when you fucking cook this motherfucker up. This beautiful slab of meat. So just about 1 inch equals an hour. So how long you want to salt it? Yeah, get that motherfucker in there. Don't be shy. Don't be shy with the salt. Don't be like that dude that's like, you know what? I've never had sex before. I'm not confident in my stroke game yet. Don't be that kind of shy. Just be like, yeah, I watch a lot of porn. I'm gonna fucking salt this shit. Alright, this is important, y'all. Y'all need to slap that shit in there. Y'all need to salt bathe this motherfucker up. Y'all need to slap that meat. You gotta beat your fucking meat. Beat it. Then when you're done, flip this bitch over and then do the same thing to the other side. Remember, salt bathe this motherfucker up. You gotta get that. I watch a lot of porn, even though it's my first time, confidence in here. Get that salt in there, yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be salt first. You don't wanna put no pepper on it, just put some fucking salt on there. Beat your fucking meat. Get the sides too. I'm gonna pull out as much moisture as we can. Alright, since you got a little bit to wait, you might as well just go ahead and get everything together. You know what that's called? That's called misimplies, bitch. Here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and prep our garlic and everything else that we need to cook this magnificent slab of meat. Don't mind me listening to this cultural appropriation, motherfucker. So what I like to do is I usually like to cut off the ends of the garlic. This part of the root, you know, because if you fucking eat the garlic with that shit on, you're probably the person that fucking does not devein shrimp. So yeah, from here you're just gonna have to lightly crush it. You can use your hand, you can use your knife. You don't want to break it too much, just crush it a little bit. This will help release some of the flavors of the garlic when you're cooking the steak. I lost my beer, so I'm just gonna have to open another one. Oh. Alright, so we got about 8 minutes left. We're gonna go ahead and start heating up the iron skillet. This is the setting I usually use. We're going for the sear, right? You gotta sear it real nice on the crust, and you gotta make sure that it locks in all the flavor. That's the reason why we sear steak. Alright, so it's been almost an hour. What we're gonna do is we gotta pat down the steak, right? You wanna take off as much moisture off of the steak as possible so you get a better sear. Doesn't fuck with the sear, boy. Alright, here comes that mid-video rant that I usually do. I don't think Janae Aiko can sing. There, I said it. Unpopular opinion. She's pretty fucking hot. That's probably the reason why she's in the industry. But I don't think she can sing. She just sounds like that shit. She makes music to put people to sleep. They play this shit in nursing homes to help the fucking senior citizens with fucking dementia. Look it up. Google it. Google it. Alright, so it's a little bit hard to see, but what you're waiting for is smoke. Here, this is where you put a little bit of olive oil in, right? You gotta be careful because this shit's hot. So go ahead, spread that around. Waiting for it, fucking lay the steak away. Snap, crackle, pop. That's what you wanna fucking hear right there. That's the shit right there. That's the shit. We're looking for about maybe 3 to 5 minutes to sear on each side. We'll hit up the sides too to make sure it's an even sear all around. So I would add the cracked pepper right here. It's gotta be fresh cracked pepper. Because if you don't have a fucking pepper grinder, you're a fucking peasant. Who the fuck uses not fresh cracked pepper? That's for plebs. You don't want to overcook one side, right? So you're looking for that brown tinge coming up the sides. That's when you would flip it. That's a beautiful sear. Look at that shit. Look how this is perfect. This is the epitome of how to cook fucking steak. You want the oil for the fucking high smoke point. Helps cook and brown the sides. Motherfuckers. God, I'm so impressed. I'm impressed with myself. Make sure you hit up the sides. Use the fucking side of the skillet if you have to. But you want that nice, even sear all around. Lock in that fucking flavor, motherfucker. Shit, that's all it's about. Locking them juices. Like I said about mise en place, make sure you drop your butter in after that second flip. Let it soak. And from here, we're gonna throw in our fucking garlic, our butter, and then we're gonna baste. If you guys don't know what fucking basting means, then god damn, you've never basted a turkey in your life. Y'all fuckboys can't fucking baste. Alright, looking pretty good. If you don't poke your meat, you won't know the rarity of your steak. That's about medium. Go ahead and move it off of here. So the most important part about making steak is making sure it rests. You need to make it rest. Give those resting juices, help cook the steak a little bit more. I like to use a little bit of foil, kind of speeds it up because I'm impatient like that. The bigger the steak, the longer the rest period. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and let it rest for maybe about 6 to 8 minutes because of the foil. Kind of cuts it down a little bit because you trap in that heat, helps cook the steak a little bit. Alright, unfortunately I let it rest too long because I was drunk and not paying attention, but here we got a good medium well, right? Make sure you cut against the grain, right? You cut against the grain, makes it more tender, because if you cut with the grain, what the fuck, you might as well just eat the shit fucking raw. God damn, fucking peasants. Y'all thought I forgot about the fucking white truffle oil. Go ahead, sprinkle a little bit in there, right? Get some lemon juice. Ideally, you want a fucking actual lemon, but I'm lazy and drunk. There you have it, y'all. Chef Ilmo steak. Before we go, Dr. Doom, right here, wants to make sure that you guys get a message.